I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows.
What's so funny?
KSI just can't catch a break. Now even his own brother is piling on with the mockery.
You know a bad song.
So from the screen to the ring to the...
But the problem goes way deeper. It feels like the whole world is out for KSI, and when you've got even Coco Melon trolling you, you know something's up. And if that wasn't enough, even Opera has joined the roasting session.
This was ridiculous. No, sorry. I can't believe Opera, the actual company, tweeted this out and have created a feature that automatically mutes your audio if you accidentally play KSI's new song. Like, that is generational hatred right there.
It's become a full-on trend, with the dislikes skyrocketing faster than the latest flop, the teaser of Minecraft movie. But hold on a second, something smells fishy. Even KSI seems to be feeding the hate himself. Is he really that desperate, thinking any publicity is good publicity? Or is this some shady attempt to distract from the whole Lunchley and DanTDM scandal? But before we get to that, let's break down exactly what's going on. Everything kicked off when Logan Paul, MrBeast, and KSI teamed up to launch Lunchley, a so-called healthier lunch option aimed at both kids and adults. They're trying to take down mid-competitors like Kraft Heinz's Lunchables. But let's be real, the whole thing reeks of a PR stunt. Lunchley claims to be a groundbreaking new better-for-you lunch option. Oh, and let's not forget, it comes paired with a Prime sports drink. Yes, the same brand that got KSI and Paul sued twice. Once by a manufacturer and then by the US Olympic Committee, and a MrBeast Feastables candy bar. Sounds super healthy, right? Check this out. Lunchley is being sold as the superior choice, but a closer look tells a different story. Those nacho chips, made with vegetable and canola oil. The cheese, cornstarch based.
I like my cheese drippy, bro.
Meanwhile, their healthier turkey stack'em still contain 7 grams of sugar, which is a far cry from guilt-free eating. Now, here's where things get even more ridiculous. Although Lunchley touts itself as the healthier option, multiple studies have linked processed foods. Yes, like Lunchley, with shorter lifespans and increased cancer risks. But do KSI, MrBeast, or Logan care? Or are they too busy counting their millions and laughing all the way to the bank? I mean, their target audience is their own fans who are just kids. But we already knew these three, Logan Paul, MrBeast, and KSI, are just narcissistic, ego-driven YouTubers who only care about padding their own wallets. The real challenge was getting their fans to wake up and see it, and wouldn't you know it, KSI managed to solve that problem all by himself. It all kicked off when DanTDM, a hugely popular Minecraft YouTuber, dropped a simple tweet after news of Lunchley hit the internet. He quoted Dexerto's tweet and casually asked, "What happened to YouTubers, man? What happened next?" Absolutely insane. KSI, already known for his massive ego, proved once again that he's got a real god complex. When he says stuff like, "I'm a god," it's hard to tell if he's even kidding anymore. The dude is so caught up in his own delusions, surrounded by yes men, that he's lost all sense of reality. And how did he respond to Dan's harmless tweet? By going on a full-blown harassment campaign, tweeting about him every single day. KSI clearly wanted to drag Dan into the mud, hoping to throw some negative attention his way. But here's the kicker, DanTDM is beloved by millions, stays out of drama, and people respect him. So instead of sinking Dan, KSI became the joke. He got mocked, trashed in the comments, and his reputation took a nosedive like we've never seen before. I mean, just look at his posts. It's a train wreck. KSI's next move blew up in his face even harder. Instead of a real apology, he dropped this so-called apology video that was nothing more than a link with a countdown to his new song release.
First of all, I want to apologize.
Talk about tone deaf. Despite being dragged through the mud with negative comments twice and getting called out by the community, he still wouldn't let up on DanTDM. He even tried to call him out on a podcast and got completely ghosted. KSI was out here looking like an angry ex-girlfriend, with Dan as the ultimate top Chad, just living his dream. Meanwhile, none of these 3 YouTubers behind Lunchly gained anything but massive backlash. Mr. Beast is already knee-deep in drama after making some awful choices trying to defend Chris, whoever that is now, and his views are plummeting. He went from around 200 million views per video to barely scraping 50 million. Sure, that's still a lot, but it's a significant drop from where he was. And let's talk about Logan Paul. This guy is no stranger to scamming his kid fan base. It's not his first rodeo, and it definitely won't be his last. After his huge NFT scandal, he tried to bounce back with Prime and a massive marketing campaign. You've probably noticed they shoved that Prime drink down everyone's throat in every video, every public appearance, you name it. They're spending millions to hype it up, and somehow they're cashing in. But that doesn't change the fact that it's still a pretty terrible option for kids, and now they're featuring it in a lunchbox? Seriously? Somewhere along the way, KSI realized he was drowning in a sea of negative PR, and this isn't just any bad press. It's the kind that sticks. Things were starting to spiral out of control, and it all came to a head with the release of his new song, Thick of It, featuring Trippie Redd. But instead of blowing up in the charts, the track exploded in all the wrong ways. Dislikes shot through the roof, smashing every negative record imaginable. Every comment was a roast mocking KSI and reveling in his downfall.
From the yacht to the such to the wrist to the mule, yeah, I'm edging in Ohio, phantom taxing as I use. I'm a Sigma, I hot too on that thing.
He was getting ratioed in the comment section of his own song. In a desperate bid to escape the mess he created, KSI tried to pivot, seeing this as his perfect opportunity. He sacrificed his own ego to divert attention from Lunchly, and somehow it kinda worked. People stopped talking about the failed brand, and instead turned to making memes about his cringeworthy track. He just kept making a fool of himself, especially when he got dragged through the mud by Speed.
Bro, I love your music, bro. Whoa, it's in my soul, fire to the king, to my throne. Like, that shit's
That
fire.
is not the lyrics. I'm in the thick of it, everybody. What is that face, bro?
To my
You what? You wait, bro. Wait, lift up, I see you, bro.
Seriously, have you ever seen KSI humiliate himself like this? It's a clear sign they really messed up with Lunchly, but it didn't stop there. He just kept making a fool out of himself.
Do I think it's good? No, but at least I'm telling people to off and stick up for you, bro.
No. Then you're pissing me off.
You know that shit is ass!
And it just kept going and going. KSI was the laughing stock of the internet. And as if things couldn't get any more ridiculous, KSI somehow found a way to shift the blame onto DanTDM, as if Dan was the mastermind behind his public meltdown.
I feel like this is DanTDM's fault.
It's laughable that he's still trying to make Dan the scapegoat for his own disaster. But let me tell you, these guys knew exactly what they were doing. While KSI was getting roasted left and right, they were rolling out massive ad campaigns like nothing ever happened. First they had the Hawk 2 girl pushing Lunchly as if it wasn't already a sinking ship. Then more TikTokers and YouTubers jumped on the bandwagon with cringeworthy promos. But the worst of it? Mr. Beast. This guy who built a rep as the good guy on YouTube completely sold out. I mean, Logan and KSI pulling this nonsense? Expected. But Mr. Beast, the guy practically threw his integrity out the window just to promote this garbage. I stayed skeptical during the whole Chris drama, giving him the benefit of the doubt. He had every chance to distance himself, and instead, he doubled down. And while KSI was desperately trying to get a reaction from DanTDM, Logan Paul took an even bigger L. He actually lost an internet beef with Tommy Innit, and now Lunchly is drowning in bad PR and ratings. On Trustpilot, they're currently sitting at a pathetic 2 out of 5 stars. But here's the kicker. Somewhere in their delusional war with the internet and their PR disaster, they still haven't figured out that they're not the victims here. The real victims? They're young, impressionable fans. The ones who will end up buying this overpriced garbage. And mark my words, investigations will be coming soon. Sure, they can try to pay off regulators, but public opinion, that's something they'll never be able to buy. So what do you think? Will Lunchly manage to sucker in their young fans, or will they finally realize they're screwing over the very people they claim to care about? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.